And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dickson.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Hey, here we go. Check.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. First carry for Nick Chubb, and an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And cuts out right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf 74 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Watch twins. Check it back. Check it back. Run. Check 26. Check 26. Hurry. Attack.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. It got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Fofo's the mic. Gun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here's Mayfield, and that will be incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. They can't hang with us. Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check, check. Stay with your man. He's coming, he's coming. 14, run it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson being chased out left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points. Before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action. Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time. And
they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Bud. Hurry. Reset.
Mayfield with it once more. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, orbit. 49. Hurry.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
King.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And an alley to run. There he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Alert, alert. Up. Check 24, check 24. Hey, wahoo. I got it.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down.
Hey, echo.
Mayfield on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18. Mayfield now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Regular. Point it right.
And again, it's Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. 12. 44th and Mike. Trump. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Hey, let's get in them holes. 36. Kill.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Going right side here, and that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this would basically
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Good job right there. Good job right there. 44. Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Fofo's to Mike. Mike's Fofo. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 44's to Mike.
Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And Dixon has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Wilson steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, 0. Let's go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's keep moving. Fofo's to Mike. Mike's Fofo. Alert. Check 13. He's trying.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.